Hey you guys, welcome back to today's video. My name is Latasha and today we are doing the roll and create mixed media art journaling game, and I'm super excited today because this is what I had rolled and I had a lot of fun creating this today. If you guys are wanting to play this game with me, let me know down in the comments. We can get you going. If you want, you can just go ahead and roll today with the same dice that I rolled and create a background. You can tag me on Instagram at Mixed Media Art Journal. That's my Instagram page. And you can use the hashtag roll and create journal. So I'm super excited today. I have my friend joining me today on this little hop. I won't have a playlist. I'll just have her video linked down in the description box today. She's the only one that joined this time, actually all month. So I'm super excited to show you now her page. Isn't it so pretty, you guys? I just absolutely love it. So thank you, Michelle, for joining. You can check out her video down in my description box. I will also link it down in the comments for those who do not know what a description box is. So you guys can check that out. So let's get started, you guys. I had so much fun, like I said, creating this. It has just been super fun. I think next month we might add a couple more dice, maybe one more dice, and then maybe the next month another dice. Let me know if that's something you guys are interested in down in the comments as well. I would be glad to add some more dice so we can have some more fun. All right, you guys, let's get going. Hey, you guys, I am sitting outside, so you might hear some elements today, like the birds and the winds and the, you know, cars driving by, etc., etc. So today we are rolling the dice. So for my first dice, we got ink blending. For the second dice, I roll flower or nature. So that's always fun. I love flowers, especially sunflowers. And then the third dice here, we rolled napkin decoupage. I seem to roll that quite often, but that's okay. I have quite a few of those in my stash, so it's never ending, it feels like. And then the last one, I got paint splatters, which I was happy to have some type of color I could put down on my page today. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Before I start, I'm going to use some Mod Podge, you guys. I will say I do like using the Mod Podge, but I have noticed when I do use it and like I go to do another page the next time and I use my heat tool, I notice that it's heating up the glue on the next page and it's making my pages stick together with the glue from the Mod Podge. So I'm not a huge fan of Mod Podge. I think I'm gonna go maybe start using a mixed medium, matte gel medium. I did try to put some of that over top of this, but like I said, that Mod Podge is on the bottom, so when I heat up the page the next time, I have a feeling that it's going to stick together a little bit here and there sometimes, and that's a no bueno in my book. So we are going to be switching out some Mod Podge eventually. So I just wanted to point that out. So I laid this napkin down. I'm pretty sure this napkin either came from either Tammy or Katie, one of my friends from my crafting channel. So I thought I'd use it today, and it is so pretty. It has flowers, and it has nature in the background, and I'm going to create my own sunflowers to put on here, you guys. And also on this napkin, I love the background pattern of the gingham. And then I thought I'd make it a little rustic here by just making a little tear marks. Here is where I decided, instead of putting Mod Podge on top, that I was going to try to use the matte medium maybe. and see if that works a little better. But we will see. Okay, sorry, I had to come inside because Heidi was picking her paws up, so I'm assuming her feet were getting hot out back on the porch. So I went ahead and came inside because it is pretty hot today in South Dakota. So here I'm using my stamp, the permanent black ink here, to stamp out some sunflowers onto some vellum. And I do a few of these just to get a couple in my stash and to make sure I get a good print and pick out the best print that I love. So I did 3 of the smaller ones and 2 of the bigger ones, but I only end up using 2 of the sunflowers today in the video. And here I had to use my ink block because it's bigger than using my lid to my ink for the smaller ones. So you guys, I picked out some yellows here that I stamped down on the vellum to see which one I really liked the most. And I do go with the bright yellow and a like honey yellow. And that's the colors that I'm going to use. Now, I wanted to show you that it doesn't really work when you use the stick in just the ink. Like, it takes a lot. Like, I would have to keep, and it doesn't really work very well doing the ink pad with my little fantastic stick here. So what I'm going to show you how I figured out how to use these much easier is using some water in the ink. And then you can do it this way and you get like a light faint yellow, or you can also just do it like this, but make sure that your fantastic stick is wet when you dip it into your ink. And I like doing it that way the best. And these are, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but I found them on Amazon. And then I'm going to show you like how I did the bright yellow, and then I'm going to come in with a different one, get my stick wet, dip it in the ink, and then we're going to go just around the end of the sunflower from like and I'll show you, I'll flip it over. You see how it blends there? So we got a light and a darker. So that's how I'm going to do it. And then I'm also going to do the tips of each of the sunflowers here, like this, and it gives another highlight, I guess, to the sunflower, or like a shadow, if you know what I'm saying. So and then I went to go cut these out and I was like, oh no, I forgot to do the centers. So let me go grab a dark walnut color, and here I'm just going to use a finger dabber and just put on some of that brown in the center of each one of these sunflowers. And like I said, I only end up using 2 of these, and then I'll have a couple extra for another time for another video. Now you guys, I really wanted to make these sunflowers pop off the back, and I'm going to do that by taking my glue stick here, and we're going to glue this down just to a book page that's an old book page here. You guys can get cheap books from the Dollar Tree. You can also go to your library and see if they have any books that they can't sell, stuff like that, any free books. And then I'm going to do a smaller one as well up here at the top. And I like to do this with the glue stick because if you guys know vellum, you know vellum gets really weird when it gets wet, so it doesn't like glue. So I have found when I use glue stick, it actually works better than wet glue. So here I just went in my stash and looked to see if I could find any ribbon to make a stem, because I wanted the stem to pop out from this, because I wanted the napkin to be like the background and have my flowers kind of pop off the page here. And I messed around with these like 3 or 4 times trying to figure out where I wanted to actually position them, and it doesn't end up staying this way, of course, because that's how it works out. You guys, if you're still watching this far, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you guys are playing with me down in the comments. I would really love to see your finished page. It doesn't matter if it looks like mine or not. This isn't, you don't have to have any experience in this. This is just for fun, and I'm having so much fun with this. Now, before I put those flowers down, I remembered I had paint splatters, and I didn't want to get it all over my actual flowers. So we're going to put that down first. Now, my ink blending is, I did with my flowers instead of on my background this time, since I had a napkin decoupage. It's just easier sometimes to just do it this way. So remember, this is your journal. You can do it however you want. The dice are just for you to have a creative start and to get going. You could keep going. You don't have to stop at the 4 dice. You can add more. You can take away whatever you feel is necessary for you. I know sometimes some of us don't even have time to do anything, so even just 5 minutes to put one thing down on the page can make you feel a little better about your day and like you having fun creating. Now here I just used some pieces that were left in some scraps, and I decided to just add those for the leaves. They are a bit darker, but hey, it's okay. It's not really, you know, it says out of limitations come creativity. And I think that is perfectly said for today's spread, because I mean, we're really limited here with what we rolled, and we tried to find some things that we already have in our stash. A lot of us are already creative, so we already have a stash of crafts and art supplies, and now we're just trying to figure out a way to play with them. And I really love this dice game to do that, you guys. And I'm thinking about starting another channel with a dice game, doing it with crafts instead of journals. So if that is something that you are interested in, I am thinking of doing that as well. It's just a thought for right now. So here I am. I always like to add a little journaling, whether it's a sticker or my own writing. And here I'm just adding a little shadow so we can have that pop up off the page. And that's it for today's video, you guys. It was so simple, so easy, yet fun. And it just helped me get really creative, and just, yeah, I hope you guys love it. You guys, I want to thank Michelle at the Southern Shelf for joining me today. I appreciate that, and I really can't wait to see her spread come together.